Bitcoin, which was first presented to the globe in 2009, was designed with the intention of bringing about a revolution in the manner in which individuals could access and control their money. However, that revolution has not even come close to happening. The turbulent first decade of cryptocurrency was marked by scandals, mistakes, and dramatic price swings. The second decade has been no different because of these same things. The headlines continue to be filled with stories of big-scale theft, fraud, and regulatory conflicts, among other things. In spite of the fact that it is difficult to predict what will occur over the next 10 years, the following are some ideas regarding the future of Bitcoin. The future of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is being held back from gaining mainstream use due to several problems, including concerns around decentralization, scalability, and security. These problems must be addressed for cryptocurrency to acquire popularity as an investment that is more than just speculative. Developers of Bitcoin are exerting a great deal of effort to discover answers. Nevertheless, for the most part, they have been unsuccessful. Despite this, the global popularity of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, has been growing over the years, mostly in regions with lower incomes and economic challenges. This trend is expected to continue until about 2024, a decentralized system. When talking about blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, the term decentralization refers to two different aspects: who owns the bulk of the cryptocurrency and where the blockchain is concentrated. The digital currency is known as Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency known as Bitcoin was developed to be decentralized, managed by the general public, and kept out of the hands of entities that would collect and control it. On the other hand, businesses and other entities that own the resources are purchasing a greater quantity of coins than people, which results in a centralization of control. When the year 2024 rolls along, the vast majority of Bitcoins are still, so to say, in circulation. However, provided that Bitcoin continues to be seen as a speculative investment and a store of value, it is quite probable that these enormous companies will continue to increase their holdings over the course of time. It is therefore quite possible that Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, will become even more centralized as its supply continues to decrease in the future. Using the blockchain to Bitcoin. The Bitcoin blockchain was designed to be broadly dispersed to the general public. However, due to the quick increase in the value of the cryptocurrency on the market, large-scale mining operations emerged and dominated the network. Due to the presence of these farms, it became more challenging for individuals to take part in the blockchain process. The farms currently hold a dominant position in the mining sector. However, there is something more significant: issues relating to scalability. A blockchain's capacity to manage an increase or decrease in the volume of traffic is referred to as its scaling. The Bitcoin community and developers have been steadfastly upholding the protocol constraints, which have stopped the blockchain from being able to process all of the transactions that are taking place. The greatest number of transactions that Bitcoin is capable of processing per second is still between 6 and 8, even after it has been around for years. The speed at which Bitcoin processes transactions is extremely slow when compared to rival blockchains that claim to be able to execute hundreds of transactions per second. Just one example of such a solution is the Lightning Network, which made the promise that it would do the majority of the work for the Bitcoin network. Despite the fact that the job is carried out on a different blockchain and the results are sent to Bitcoin, the integrity of Bitcoin's decentralization and security are compromised. The network was also meant to result in lower prices and faster processing times. Nevertheless, although there was some traffic initially, it was not as popular as was hoped. Concerns relating to safety. Users and investors are always concerned about the security of the system. People who have Bitcoin continue to be the target of con artists, hackers, and criminals. Applications for decentralized finance and enterprises that store private keys for their consumers are typically the major targets of cyber attacks. Although the blockchain itself is still secure, The interfaces that are used to access the blockchain and the keys themselves are the ones that are causing problems. Recent developments in regulation. As a result of the approval of exchange-traded funds for Bitcoin spot, a greater number of investors now have access to Bitcoin, which paved the way for the approval of Ethereum spot ETFs. Because positions and the attitudes of politicians are subject to change, it is difficult to predict what regulations will be enacted in the following 10 years. Just one example, the action brought against Ripple by the Securities and Exchange Commission for issuing securities that were not registered finally came to a close in October of 2023. In essence, a judge had decided that cryptocurrency was a security when it was sold to institutions, but not when it was traded on exchanges. The halving. The process by which the blockchain automatically divides the block reward in half is referred to as a halving. As of April 2024, there have been 4 halvings, the most recent of which took place on April 19th of that same year. Bitcoin's price has historically been affected by halving, with the price often going upwards after the halving has occurred. It is believed that this is the result of a decline in the available supply of Bitcoin that has not yet been published, which has gone hand in hand with an increase in demand. To summarize, as an investment, Bitcoin might or might not have a future in the future. It is impossible to predict what will occur to its blockchain and the network that is supporting it over the course of the next 10 years. Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, is likely to continue to be popular among a specific group of investors who are willing to take risks. Bitcoin, the blockchain, will probably continue to be upgraded by its core developers to find solutions to the problems of scalability and security. It is impossible to predict where blockchain technology and cryptocurrency will end up. But one thing that is certain to happen during the next 10 years is that both will continue to be in the public eye, where they will be exposed to new developments and conjecture. Enjoyed the content? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Your support keeps us going. Let us know your thoughts.